Beruchim habayim and shalom aleichem. Moshe Langado speaking under the auspices of Kollel, Baruch, Avat Yisrael, and Sha'rei Tziyon here in Brooklyn, New York. This week, we're reading Parshat Chayai. And Chayai Sarah, the Bet HaMikdash. How is that? When Shlomo built the Bet HaMikdash, he realized that the korbanot, the sacrifices, were an integral part of the Bet HaMikdash. But he also realized that the service of God requires chesed, kindness, generosity. He built 2 gates. One gate specifically for chatanim, and another one for avelim. The mourners would come into one gate, and the chatanim would come into the other. When Bnei Israel saw the chatanim come in through their gate, they would dance around them to make joy for the chatan and the kala. When they saw an avel come in, they would come and console him. Such is this week's parsha. We start off with the mourning of Sha'rei Imenu. Sarah, our mother, passed away and she was buried. But it quickly continues into the wedding of Rivka and Yitzchak. Let us take the dictums of Shlomo, which he tells us, Tov Bet Avel, it's better to go to the house of the Avel than to go to the party, and discuss the Avelut of Sha'rei Imenu. It says that Avraham Avinu came to eulogize his wife. The Midrash asks, where was he coming from? And we have a machloket of Yossi and Rabbi Levi. One says he was coming from the burial of his father Terach. And one says, no, he was coming from Kiryat Yitzchak. To me, it's strange. Why? Because Terach passed away many years before. So how could he be coming from the house of mourners for Terach? But maybe I could suggest an answer. That what does it mean? It means he had a mindset. When he came to mourn and eulogize Sha'rei Imenu, he had a mindset of the death of his father, the burial of his wicked past. Abraham came from a horrid background, Avodah Zarah. Who was the one who was able to take him up? Who was the one who helped him bury all that disgust? That was none other than Sarah. So therefore, what do the sages mean that he was coming from the burial of his father Terach? He was coming with a mindset that Sha'rei Imenu helped him rise from that very evil past. And what does the other Tana say? He was coming from the Akedah. Not that he was physically coming from the Akedah, but what was he doing? He had the mindset of the Akedah. Who was the one who was able to raise such a beautiful son? A son who was morally perfect. A son who stretched out his neck for the butcher's knife, for the slaughterer's knife, because God had said that Yitzchak would be a korban, none other than Yitzchak. But who made him? His mother Sarah. Sarah was the one who made him. Therefore, in the eulogy, Abraham had that mindset. And it's not only Abraham who understood that, the role of the mother, but David HaMelech, whose father was Yishai, was one of the great tzaddikim. But what does he say? He puts the responsibility of his greatness at the feet of his mother. He says out in Tehillim, Ani avdecha, I am your servant, ben amatecha, the son of your maidservant. I am David HaMelech, because of who? Because of my mother. And to conclude, Abraham Avinu sang one of the most beautiful poems that history has given us, praising our wives, which we should be saying every Friday night. Eshet Chayil Mimtza. And Shlomo put it in the back of his book of Proverbs. May we appreciate our wives and our mothers and our grandmothers, and we'll be zocheh to great things.